But then I got the carbon fiber trunk, so this is how it looks. And it fits good. Just like this goes in a little bit, but whatever. And we're gonna pop it to show you how it functions. So the spring that shoots the trunk up is made for the 20-pound trunk, and since this is 10 pounds lighter, it shoots up really fast. Just the way, you know how Goku, when he trains, he wears the weight outfit. So go ahead and open it. 1, 2, 3. And you have to have someone to catch your trunk, so when you need to get stuff out of the trunk, it's a two-man job just to get something out of the trunk, because it doesn't look that hard when you just open it like that when I'm catching it, but when I'm gonna let it go up, it's gonna go up real fast. See, and if you're not careful, it's gonna hit you in the face. See how fast it goes up? It could really crack because the whole thing is reinforced with fiberglass, and so that stuff is pretty weak. When I bought it, I thought it's gonna be like mostly carbon fiber, but it's mostly fiberglass. It's like 60, the whole skeleton's fiberglass. Only the outside is carbon fiber. Like, I'm having fun with it, but I could miss catching it and it could just break right off. So, and then I wasn't thinking about, since I thought it's gonna be mostly carbon fiber, I thought this part's gonna be like some of this is gonna be carbon. That's what I thought. So if you have something heavy like tires that's gonna go past this, it's gonna hit this and just destroy your skeleton here. And I don't want to destroy it because the lights, all the trim, all the lights, we had to drill ourselves the holes in there, and they're not pre-marked or anything, and so we just had to eyeball it, and that it took us like every hole we had to re-drill like 5 different times. So these were just a pain. I mean, they're just little lights, but these were the bitch. And yeah, we drilled everything like 5 different times with like 5 different drill sites. And so we did have to trim like some of the skeleton piece, a little piece from here. We had to trim the little skeleton just to fit the light in. So it was not fun at all. And if I knew this, I wouldn't even pay for this. So I don't really want this anymore, but I already bought it. So you know, most people, they wouldn't waste this much money. So like, I couldn't find any. I tried to do some research, but I couldn't find anything on like this. But you really have to ask around, because I went right after I got my car painted. I went to my friend's house, and he told me that the springs were really gonna be like what's not gonna be fun about having a carbon fiber trunk. So yeah, it doesn't sound really fun to me, like having to have someone just hold my hood while I pop it, or my trunk. You could take the springs out, but then you'll have to hold it every time you get an item out. You're gonna hold up the trunk. Yeah, or have like a stick, a plastic stick or so, because this is really weak, the skeleton. Yeah, for like 10 pounds, it's too much trouble for me. Won't work anymore because there's no hole where it can go. And the only holes that were on here are here to bolt the trunk on, and they're reinforced with like a little steel thread, but I hand tightened these. I do not trust them. The one on my hood are already stripped, and everything here, everything here we are drilling ourselves. This we drill these ourselves. and this side we drill it ourselves, and we have to cut this side right here just to make it fit. So this isn't like straight bolt on. I mean, it's not like the hood. I think the hoods are a lot easier. I believe that the reason they didn't have pre-drill hole is, one, it's hard, or well, they could just put it in, but it should come with holes, because drilling fiberglass is really bad for your lungs. Anything glass, it's like asbestos. Once the glass particle enters your lung, it doesn't come out. It creates like scarring material and then tissue, and then it stays in your lung forever. So that was really bad. We had to wear masks. It's the only time I ever wore a gas mask. Well, that and painting.